Item number SCP-370. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-370 is to be always kept in a secure area under standard surveillance. No personnel are to look directly at SCP-370 at any time. Any subject handling SCP-370 should keep it concealed in an opaque container to avoid risk of passers by viewing it by mistake. Description: SCP-370 is a Maxell VHS tape with a label which reads, "Destroy me." The tape appears to be blank, containing only static. The tape was recovered from a VCR found in the home of former Agent Redacted. At the time, the VCR itself was suspected of having properties warranting SCP classification. The entire VCR was removed and put under tight security. When no unusual properties were detected, the tape was removed from the VCR and both were put into storage with the rest of former Agent Redacted's belongings. After several personnel died within several minutes of each other from unrelated circumstances, an investigation was carried out which revealed that all of the personnel had previously had direct contact with SCP-370. SCP-370 causes death precisely 604,800 seconds after direct visual contact has been made. This is equal to exactly 7 days. It should be noted that this effect only takes place when looking at the tape itself and not the contents of the tape. The tape is in fact blank. Viewing or listening to the static on the tape produces no effect. Touching the tape has no effect. Addendum: the following is a log of experiments carried out to test the limits of the effects of the tape. Experiment 370-001A. One subject each viewed the tape through one thick glass, frosted glass, tinted glass, plexiglass, and transparent plastic. All 5 subjects died. Experiment 370-002A. One subject each was shown a photograph, video clip, and LIFCC sheet of the tape. All subjects survived. Data expunged. Experiment 370-011A. Subject viewed a reflection of the tape in a mirror. Subject died. Experiment 370-011B. Subject viewed a reflection of the tape in a distorted mirror. Subject died. Experiment 370-012A. Tape was entirely covered with a thick black cloth, except for a 1/4-inch diameter hole through which part of the tape was visible. Subject viewed the exposed part of the tape through the hole. Subject died. Data expunged. Experiment 370-052A. Subject viewed the tape from a distance of 100 meters in a well-illuminated area. Subject died. Experiment 370-052B. Subject viewed the tape from a distance of 1 kilometer with the assistance of a telescope. Subject died. Experiment 370-053A. Tape and subject were put into a completely blacked out room. The subject was instructed precisely where to look to see the tape. Subject survived. Citing possible error, test was repeated several times. All subjects survived. Experiment 370-053K. Tape and subject were put into a completely blacked out room. Subject was instructed precisely where to look to see the tape. Room was briefly illuminated for 2 milliseconds. Subject died. Data expunged. Experiment 370-109A. Tape and subject were put into a room illuminated entirely by ultraviolet lights. Room was effectively blacked out, as this light range is beyond human vision. Subject survived. Data expunged. Experiment 370-112A. Label was removed from the tape. Subject was exposed to the label. Subject survived. Experiment 370-112B. Subject viewed tape without label. Subject died. Label was replaced. Experiment 370-113A. Small sliver of black plastic was stripped from the casing of the tape. Subject was exposed to a sliver of black plastic. Subject died. Experiment 370-114A. Lab rat was exposed to the tape. Subject examined the tape thoroughly and defecated upon it twice. Visual contact with the tape was confirmed. Subject died. Experiment 370-114B. Several spiders belonging to the genus Hongo were exposed to tape. Subjects were left in vicinity of tape for several hours to confirm visual contact. All subjects died. Data expunged. Experiment 370-138A. Dr. Redacted hypothesized that the light bouncing off of the tape is the actual cause of its lethality. Tape was placed in front of subject, with subject's eyes closed. Subject survived. Experiment 370-138B. Dr. Redacted hypothesized that the light in the previous room was too dim to penetrate subject's eyelids. Tape was placed in front of subject, with subject's eyes closed, in a room with abnormally bright lighting. Subject confirmed that it was still very bright, with his eyes closed. Subject died. Addendum: consider using the tape as a method of execution for unkillable SCPs. Consider experimentation to see if SCPs capable of post-mortem regeneration remain dead after exposure to SCP-370. Addendum: many personnel have suggested that the tape be simply destroyed. However, Doctors Redacted and Redacted insist that the tape's effects are easy to contain and that destroying it would be unnecessary and unscientific. Several requests have been made to downgrade the tape's classification to safe, citing the tape's easy containment. These have all been denied, citing the tape's death toll.